Welcome back, everyone, for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, we had 3 abnormality battles, and in today's part, Chesed's final episode is waiting for us. But before that, let me introduce to you guys to our new addition to our floor. JP from Bina's floor is back, and after his time with Bina and Crazy, he has chosen the path of violence in form of Kana's page. Boris, grit, lots of discipline, sturdy defense, will of the prescript, and binding chains. Nobody is going to be safe from his clutches. And to top it all off, I gave him the sunglasses of Rule Breaker and the pipe from Boris as well. He's the definition of Boris right now in an index suit because I really like the coat. Isn't that just great? Absolutely great. I'm just gonna hope he's gonna be fine now. I mean, we have a couple of tough battles ahead of us. Especially this one, and I can remember that the road home was a bit tricky, but the other two, they are fine, right? Yeah, the other two are going to be fine. Don't worry about it, JP. You're totally going to be fine today. You just need to be a bit careful, that's all, right? Angela's here. Wait a second. Maybe instead of Roland, we have to fight against Angela today. Maybe. I would appreciate that much, much more than Roland, because, let's be serious, in the last couple of days, or rather in the last couple of battles, he seemed rather depressed. Like, really depressed. And it seems like he isn't really taking it that well either, so, yeah, maybe Angela is going to take, that one for the team, huh? Come on, Angela. Be nice. Please be nice. Now then, say Angela, is it really necessary to indiscriminately kill all the guests coming to the library just to collect more books? Looking at the power the library has gathered so far, we could easily... Well, to get refined books in our hand, we need the emotions of our guests to be heightened above a certain level. To draw out their emotional attention, the guests are pitted against librarians in a battle of life and death, with something precious on the line. Refined books, huh? What do you think is considered precious by all people? Well, their own life, I guess. Exactly. Being alive is the prerequirement to achieve anything. We are picking out people for their books at the sake of one's life. Well, I guess we're still disagreeing with each other, I see. Are you still dwelling on what you did in Lobotomy Corporation? How could I ever forget that? I mean, let's be serious. 10 years, 50 days of torture? That's a bit hard to forget. I drove employees to death for the sake of energy refinement, even though we were more than capable of saving them. Chesed, that was all part of the script. It was devised to provoke your caring and delicate heart, you know? And I simply followed it as per obligation. You know now who to blame for all of that, don't you? It's true, it was all part of the script. Then, what is our excuse now? This is not the same as back then. Individual choice meant nothing in that corporation. But here, the guests that entered the library and met their demise were all notified of possible risk, and they have agreed to take all responsibility for whatever happens in this place. We even told them that they could risk their life in here. In L-Corp, we didn't even tell the people that that would be a life contract in which they would constantly forget their lives over and over again in order to keep them sane. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the contract. We just picked them out randomly. Nothing disgusts me more than talking about the past with you lots. I have enough of this for now. Wait. No! Angela! You were supposed to take the 4 of us! You were supposed to take the... No, that means Roland isn't after all. I'm so sorry for you. Like, really, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Roland. And there she ran off. And it was tense, huh? You're sure good at rubbing things in others' faces. And brewing coffee. But thanks to you, I realized how all the coffee that I've drunk in my life was literal hot garbage. I don't even think I will ever bear to drink ordinary coffee again. Well, that's good to hear. Was that good? You literally ruined his life. He's no longer able to enjoy coffee. Do you know how expensive the coffee outside is going to be? I mean, right now you can literally pull that stuff out of air. But in the city, it's probably a super expensive good. Huh. I never imagined there would be such a subtle difference in sourness and sweetness, or how they could bring out a deeper taste. See, you can savor the taste when you know more about it, right? Maybe the same goes for this world we live in. Perhaps we're just led to believe that the path ahead of us is all there is to it, because there's so little that we can see and learn. Just like the index obsession over the prescript, and the finger hanging on requests. Or rather fixer, what am I saying? Speaking of, does the index really not know where the prescript come from? Like, completely obvious? Well, at the very least, maybe the messenger should know something about it, but it didn't really seem like Ying was able to tell where they actually came from, even though he's supposed to deliver them. So they have to come from somewhere. Yeah, I don't think they have any idea. Following orders without even knowing who gave them, or for what reason, that's just bitter. Well, it can't be helped. The index does seem extreme with their methods, but the whole city is operating based on some grand instruction coming out of nowhere when you think about it. One cannot be sure if the value they're pursuing are their own anymore. Are you okay with that? That the city stays this way forever? It's not a matter of being okay with it. It's a matter of survival. This is just how the world is, and we've got to live in it somehow. There's nothing we can do about a giant stream created from people tangled with each other. Sometimes I'm stricken with sorrow, looking at the stories taking place in the city. Things that happened to my past self, and his colleagues, and, well, the things we've done afterwards. I joined the effort to change the city, because I didn't want to witness any more of that. And how did that go, huh? Well, as you know, the city did not change as we hoped. One can say that we caused even more trouble with the distortion. I think we got what we deserved, huh? Nah, that's just an obvious outcome, that's all. There's no way the city can change after all. Really? Even if we learned why all the pain is perpetrated in the city? And if anyone actually wanted to know why the city ended up this way, no one would be dying on the syndicals, or rather to the syndicals, just because they didn't cover up some small pocket change in time. No fixer would be driven to death solely to fill out contractual obligation. No feather would be spent like expendables by the wings, as if knowing why could actually prompt a change. Point is, knowing does shack to change things around here. I told you, the stream is just too big for individuals to do anything about it. I'm not saying we're looking for an immediate change. I know that we can change things instantly, but what do you know about it then? What makes you think you can talk like it's so easy? Everyone just bears with it. They can't afford to do otherwise. And when will you stop running away? I'm not running from anything. Aren't you and Angela just lying to yourself about it though? That it can't be helped? That there's nothing you could do? That's the truth. What else am I supposed to do? This is the city. There's no other option. Are you going to show that to us now? That you don't have a choice? Like none? Oh god. Oh god, so promise! No! Not that again! Why is it always a promise? Okay. The word promise is perhaps one of the most empty in the city. It's a privilege that only one with power can make. Please, can't you just pretend that we never met? What the hell was that contract about then? You know breaking contract and dropping your reputation means a death sentence for a fixer like you, right? And read it again. Carefully. Sneaky bastards. Pulling filthy tricks with words. So why did you try smuggling Enkophilia in the first place? You wouldn't have gotten into this if you hadn't done that. I swear, I had no idea. I didn't know it was Enkophilia, and I didn't know it was meant to be delivered to Allcorp. You know how we roll in this business. Next time, make sure to go through a contract office. Well, let's see how long you can act so high and mighty. Just you wait. The city's gonna screw you over in the exact same way someday. That's then, and this is now. Things change at the drop of a hat.
Oh, did you know? The winged participant cannot move to the nest.
What? But you said veteran of the war would be given first priority over moving to the nest. That is what I was told before joining the war.
Did you see signals? The terms of nonsense change.
You've got to be joking! We aren't talking about some cheap giveaway. It was a promise made by the wings.
You know all there is to it now. How can I get you anywhere, I'm afraid?
Please. It was all to earn a migration permit. Is there really no way?
No means no. Even for you, tremendous amount of money went involved in that agreement, you know?
What about all the others who fought to the death for that permit then? What did they die for? I won't forget this cakewalk, and I-Corp. No, if any of the wings dare to reach out for me and asking for my help, I'll make you regret it.
Well, you never seem to pay it, did you? And next time, please avoid signing a meeting on meditation of the contract office, okay? Well, I'm sure you're all very well aware of these procedures and precautions, right?
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, no, baby. And have a nice day.
Wow. Oh my god. He got totally screwed. He made a promise and they broke it without it. I thought promises are supposed to be kept. Maybe we should send that over to Bluey. Bluey would be angry about it. But then again, it was a promise involving him, but still. Oh god, that guy jinxed us. He literally jinxed him. Oh, wait, is that? Oh, a ring? Grayish hair? Yeah, I think that's his wife. Okay. I'm sorry, they won't accept smoke war veterans into the nest. They changed their word out of nowhere. Well, this is no nest, but it's quite safe here, you know? It's rather romantic to be living in so-called street of music, too. Still, the nest could... And I honestly never really wanted to move to a nest. We've both seen and done the dirty deeds going on in the nest per request of the wings, right? At least we wouldn't have to worry about our lives walking around in the nest. Life is more valuable there than in the back streets. And it's not just us. What about our baby? Hey, I'm telling you, it's fine here. Who would even want to touch our child? We are the parents, right? Good point. Oh, come on, again with this gloomy face of the past. We finally started to socialize too. But, Roland, it's a miracle that we even have a decent house, and a family. You know how the life of a fixer usually goes. And I'm saying this just in case. No matter what happens, don't blame yourself for all of it. You know it won't be your fault. Don't say stuff like that. It's so obvious. You're gonna drive yourself to the extreme if I don't say it here. No promise. No, I don't make promises, right? Alright, fine. I promise. Yo, you're sure about that? Alright, I'm counting on you. Who was that just now? Remember my old friend, Oliver? Oh, of course I do. He used to work at the same office as you. He's asking me to lend a hand for it. Oh, don't tell me. Is it fixer work again? Yeah, looks like he's urgently in need of hand. Don't worry, nothing dangerous. I just have to be there and fill the numbers, no? And the location? District 25. Phew, you're going to a cold place. Remember the delicious pie we ate there? Go buy me some when you come back, okay? But of course, Your Majesty. I'll be back as soon as possible. And thanks for letting me do this. Well, I can't really have you lose any more of your last few remaining friends, right? I turned away for the desperations of others. My family and I came first. I cursed those who turned away from my desperation. Everyone turned away from each other's suffering and goes about their lives. Who could I dare blame these circumstances? Each person bears the suffering of the city trying to live. knowing or not. Oh god. Oh god, that doesn't look good. I mean, I knew he would turn into a scarecrow. Not as the first one, but still. His has a shining side as well. Roland, you can't run away all this time, just say. Oh god, okay. Yeah, that looks disgusting. Oh god. Can't we go back to the red one? I like the red one. Can we just change every transformation into the red one? I would totally love that. I know that I have to stand this ground and try to make a living like the rest of us, even if I load this cursed world in the city. I can't do anything about it. I can't change this damn city alone. It's just how things work. Knowing the truth or making up your mind won't allow me to go against the flow. No matter how furious I am about the injustice I face, I have to abandon all of my pride and just accept it so that I can make ends meet. The city won't change. As long as humans exist, the city will never change. It's a part of everyone's life to hurt each other for themselves to live. We can only survive in this world with our sense of shame, covering in scraps and calluses. Oh god. Okay. Here we go again! Okay, this one doesn't really look so bad anymore. The previous... I guess it's because he shut his mouth. Yeah, if I don't see the strings in his mouth, everything is good. But still. Oh wait! Wasn't both of his eyes black during that cutscene? Maybe he calmed down a bit. Yeah, there's a chance he might have calmed down a bit. Or somebody removed his brain. There are scars on his forehead as well. Let's not think about that. I heard a lot about this, but it still managed to throw my mind into confusion. And you're telling me I've never seen him so upset before. I'm not sure if this is a valid way to resolve the feelings, but I guess we have to do that, right, Yuki? Hey, counseling doesn't work every time either, you know? However this might go, let's give it a shot. You all know how, right? Of course. Okay, Roland, but first and foremost... No, you're probably the same. You're just pretending to know better. Well, it's a bit tough to say, Roland. I can't stop smiling. Smiling? Don't you feel like crying? Had I thought things through more calmly, could something have changed? Probably not. Unless you have the power to change it, right? But what else could I have done? I mean, you can't really force your way into a nest, right? A small piece of wisdom might have changed something. Yeah. Give me the power to listen. The power to solve all things with ease. Yield your wisdom. With that wisdom, I could... Well, you can't really change it now, Roland. What could be in the world of illusionated by wisdom? People who brag about their knowledge and feeling no shame of ignorance. That's you and me. Well, I'm not really saying that we're bragging about our knowledge, we just want to help you. A life where one has to be ashamed of lacking knowledge and be thanks for knowing. I don't know. Will the insight gained from wisdom really bring change? And yep, no, you're probably the same. He's just pretending to know better. Okay, so he's already repeating himself. I don't know, Roland. I don't think a little bit of knowledge is going to change the situation. I mean, you probably would have avoided the whole contract if you knew a bit more about it, or maybe ask another corporation to double check it for you, but usually speaking, if higher power give you a promise, you kind of hope that you can at least believe them, right? Maybe you were so blinded by the idea of finally getting an easy access to the wings that you didn't want to double check in order to keep up the illusional scheme of that promise, but as you can see, those at the top love to lie at times, right? They just love to lie. Oh well, okay, harvest. Corrosion, move to next scene. Bountiful crops, prioritize the target with the most copies of wisdom in hand. I see. That's power equal to the amount of wisdom in the target's hand. So I need to redirect it to people who don't have wisdom. Harvest. Use a powerful combat page every 3 scenes. But that doesn't really look so good. Okay. Then the scarecrows themselves. Cleaning sagacity. Every 3 scene, gain an additional speed die and use the page Harvesting Wisdom, which absorbs the target's combat page and recovers the user HP on hit. If the target has no combat page left to absorb, the bonus damage 5 to 20 instead. Tranquility of the Wise. If Harvest Wisdom clashes against Wisdom, the harvested user take 20 stagger damage at the end of the engagement and gain 3 feeble and bind next scene. Cerebral Endeavor. After absorbing a page that isn't Wisdom with Harvest Wisdom, gain strength and endurance equal to the numbers of pages absorbed, and use one of the absorbed pages. Straw of a Brain. At the start of the scene, all librarians who own no pages become staggered. Well, I have multiple ways to draw, so it should be fine then. Harvest Wisdom. Exhaust Wisdom, so he's going after my Wisdom cards. Well, I also need the Wisdom in order to stop the little guys, right? Yeah. But he doesn't really have that much HP. I mean, he only has like 100 stagger, 200 HP. I might be able to just rush him down. If I keep the scarecrows busy, of course. They aren't really using any cards that gives us wisdom, which is a bit weird because I remember that they usually like to use that multiple times in a row in order for us to get some new cards, but I guess maybe because we start with 5 wisdom right from the start. Maybe they are a bit more stingy about it. But nevertheless, at the very least we're going to do a lot of damage against Roland, right? Yeah, and I'm avoiding the disarm in general. Okay, a couple of avoids. Got 1 wisdom, but that's fine. Don't really care about it. I still have 2 more versions on hand, so that's fine. There we go. I was able to draw cards. Through the counter dice. Wisdom is already doing its wonders. That's good. Actually speaking, I think I could use Wisdom in order to recover my stagger. Yeah, I could totally use my Wisdom in order to recover my stagger on my guys. And he already lost a third of his stagger bar. That's good. That's really good. In 2 endurance 16. That's on use. Ah, finally. Okay, now they're going to give us some wisdom. And they aren't even asking for defenses or block dices, which makes it even better. Thank you, Scarecrows. Thank you. At the very least, I hope my smoke card is able to prevail. I mean, it's literally -6. There's no way he's gonna roll high. Right? It's -6. He has to roll low now. And everyone else just continuously attacking Roland for now. With the fire damage and the smoke boost, you should be able to do some decent damage around here, right? If we win the clashes, of course. There we go. Paralysis. Good job. A little bit of wisdom to regain our stagger. There we go. Yes! Smoke pipes! Works like a charm. Right? Works like a charm. 10 paralysis? Or even better! That is even better! So am I able to get the stagger now? Not much. Not quite. Cadence. I think I'm going to give that to... Then again, here's more... let's be serious. Both our recoveries are kind of good. Maybe I should give that to Seth. So that his expensive cards aren't costing that much anymore. Maybe. Yeah, I guess it would be wiser for me to do that. Simply because at one point he's going to have the ego stuff and just say it, they are also very expensive. Kind of expensive. Okay. And now he's going for harvest, but but with 10 paralysis, I don't think he's going to have any luck with that. Scarecrows are covered. And we are certainly going to stagger Roland this turn. Okay. Yeah. Roland, really sorry about that, but I don't think you will ever have a chance to use Harvest against us. Just saying, a 7-7 roll is just not really that good. Right? It's just not really that good. Especially if you have like 10 paralysis, and in the next turn you will have 7 paralysis as well, so yeah, it's a bit difficult for you to get through this, huh? It's a bit difficult for you to actually get through it. You're barely hanging in there, my buddy. You are barely hanging in there. Let me get the courage really quickly. Yeah, a strength boost for my character. We always love that, right? This goes to sturdy defense, and this one goes to Will of the Prescript. Okay, that should be safe then. Yeah, that should certainly be safe then. And I have unlocked my blade, which means now we're even stronger than ever before. Isn't it just precious? It's very precious. Okay. Card throw for Seth, even better. Lot of stagger recovery for my character. We really love to see that. Yuki's able to recover health as well. Thank you very much. And we gain a little bit of smoke. Redirect. Yeah, sure, that's good. I'm going to give that one to Chesed, since there's a slight chance he might start a scene with, I don't know, fragil or something, right? There's always a chance. There's always a chance for that to happen. Okay. This is kind of scary. What do the 3 represent for Roland? Could be people he accused of taking away his happiness. And that could also include us. Well, that force will never go away, because there are more and more people he's going to accuse for his lack of happiness. Right, Roland? Wait a second. How does his body even fit in that thing? It's just way too big. But then again, it might be similar to the same suit that Maxime was wearing. I don't think that the suit was actually accurate to his body size, right? Yeah, I can't imagine it, especially since my character can also fit in that stuff. Anyways, I feel cold inside and can't do anything about it. Don't you tell me that you understand everything. You've gone cold all the same. I know I can't fill the void this way. I know it all too well, because I tried. The void won't be filled. It will only slowly remind me of this emptiness that's left behind. The force will never change. The deeper I yearn, the more the trees will grow. In order to get in your way, give back what you took from me. Anything else? Top. I don't want to feel this empty and lonely feeling anymore. I clutch my empty chest and grieve, begging to have this cavity filled. It's not that easy, Roland. I looked for things to substitute the warmth. I cut one after another, but the forest continues to grow, thicker and thicker. There were always more trees to chop down. Which didn't help you at all, right, Roland? None of them helped you at all. I chopped down every tree that caught my attention. I feel cold inside, and I can't do anything about it. Don't you tell me tell me that you understand everything. You've gone cold, all the same. Okay, now he already repeats himself. Ah, Roland the logging with his empty chest that also starts with 3 warm hearts and a peace of mind. Okay, before we read that, let me just see the passive first. Corrosion. Move to the next phase of the scene, like always. Dense forest. All Barbarian restore light to max for the duration of the phase. Still not enough. Each scene targets the character with the most light. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. Warm heart. At the start of the scene, restore light equal to the amount of warm hearts. Use 1 stack of warm heart at the end of the scene. I want a heart. At the start of the scene, if the amount of warm heart is 0, target a tree with the lowest HP. Pulsing ticker. Upon defeating another character, recover 20% of max HP and gain 3 stacks of heart. Empty chest. If the character has no warm heart for 2 scenes, becomes staggered at the start of the next scene. Kill the tree with the lowest HP when recovering from stagger. So if he doesn't have anything, he's going to cut a tree. But if there are no more trees around, and he doesn't have any warm hearts for 2 scenes, he's going to become staggered. Interesting. And the trees? Same as always. Nothing. Great. Well, they are still screaming for help. With counter dices. Dice on this page gain equal power to the amount of heart fragments. Heart fragments? Okay, why the heck would I even want to attack the trees? Right? Why would I even want to attack the trees? Let's be serious here. I just need to chop down that guy, right? With warm heart, it gives him HP and strength. And a peace of mind. If the amount of this status reaches 4, gain 1 warm heart next scene and move 4 stacks of this. 1 peace of mind is lost at the end of each scene. So this is a second way for him to gain warm hearts, I see. Inflict paralysis. 8 to 10. Strength, strength. Get a peace of mind next scene. Well, I mean, it's pretty much like the Woodman that we fought before, right? Yeah, I don't really see any difference here. Which is good. Which is really, really good. How about a castigation, huh? How about a castigation? That's certainly going to do a lot of damage. A block dice might get in my way. But there isn't really much we can do about it. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, let's just ignore the trees. That's gonna be fine. Okay, we have a couple of counter dices, which are a bit troublesome, but I'm sure we can handle them somehow. I didn't get any of my smoke. Wait, I did get a smoke. It's good. Not as much as I hoped. Because now, finally now, we're able to stack some paralysis around here. And a lot of burn. Look at that burn. Oh my god, my counter dice. Oh, even better. Even better. There we go. I think you already lost like 1/3 of his HP. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you got a free hit. That's too bad. So much stuff. So much stuff. I love it. Okay. Next round. I think all attacks are redirected somehow. I was really able to use all of my life, but that's fine. Protection up, strength up. Okay. 16. Perfect. The counter dices. Counter dice are still a little bit in our way, but it's still fine. I mean, the paralysis are already doing wonders around here after all. There we go. More stacks. Not bad. It's fine. It is fine. As long as we keep up with the damage, everything is fine. He's actually slowly losing his warming heart as well, right? Yeah, he only has like 1 charge left, and that's... or rather 2 charges left, so in the next round he only has 1, and if we kill him before that, he's not going to have a chance to recover, right? At the start of the scene, plus the power dice for the scene, plus 3 or more light. Yes! Your strongest move don't rely on strength. I'm gonna give that to Seth as well, because why not? More strength is always appreciated. More strength is always appreciated. I can go for castigation again! Yes, please! Yes, please! I think that is all redirected into the right areas. Okay. Let's start. Let's do a lot of damage today. A lot of damage. More paralysis for that friend as well. Who still has like 8. It's just great. It's just great. Oh, I love it so much. It's absolutely great. He's already down to 46, 42, 37. There we go. All the way down to 20, 17, 9, dead. Okay, and wasn't that just great? Huh? No conversation. No conversation. Okay, fine. There won't come a day when we'll all go back together. Okay. Oh god, the house is back. This is the only path I can walk along. The road paved with golden bricks. Over there? I'll be able to meet what I've desperately wished to see if I keep following that path. Are you? Are you actually? If I follow the randomly paved brick road, will I find it? The thing that I'm looking for. Where's home for me? Guess I kind of lost that home. Let's go, let's go. Let's hurry along before the wait is killing me. Or kills me, I mean. We'll make it to the end, right? Maybe. I mean, if you're really determined. Let's all get around. Let us dance and skip around. That guy, that wicked guy, snatched it all. It happened all too suddenly. I couldn't do a thing as I got far away from home. It's time to go back home now. My home. It should exist somewhere before it got destroyed. Now, shall we go back? Oh, Roland. To home where my loving family waits? There won't come a day when we'll all go back together. Oh, God. God. I mean, he tried to find a new home. He brought along the things that he cherished in his new apartment, but no, that was just depressing. It didn't help at all. It just made it worse for him. The clinging to the past just hurts him more and more. Homing instinct. He's trying to reach home, but on the way home, spawn home when the phase starts. Use a master tech page that applies yellow brick roads to the home and to librarians. Friends, let's go home. On the second phase, use the combat page, friends, let's go home. Target home and the librarians with the yellow brick road. If the combat page hits home, the battle is lost. The text in home is cancelled if all librarians with yellow brick road win the clash against friends. Let's go home. You gosh darn wizard. After the character text towards home has been cancelled twice, all resistance change to fatal. And use a master tech or write a powerful master tech page the following scene. If any librarian is hit by that attack, the home is spawned next scene. If no librarian is damaged by the attack, the librarians become staggered next scene. The character becomes staggered next scene, and the home is spawned the scene after that. Okay. And of course the scary cat, Courageous. Immune to everything as long as Roland is there. And then becomes super weak when Roland is defeated. Great. Gain strength equal to the amount of times Roland has been attacked this scene. So I should just ignore him. Alright, we start with Burn. Oh, great. Great. Okay. And who are you attacking right now? So Seth and I are going to have the yellow brick thing. And I need to get on my light. I need to win a couple of clashes around here, so I need my light. Seth is not immune like me, but at the very least, he shouldn't be able to get that many. He should be able to do so much damage, right? I just need a light for the next round. Yeah, let's just focus on light recovery for now. So, yeah, see, that almost does nothing. Almost nothing. I shouldn't worry about that at all. I should just worry about my light recovery, and that's it. And of course a little bit of smoke in order to make sure that that guy, quite possibly, is not able to do any damage around here. If I get the smoke up, I can inflict a little bit of paralysis on him as well. Especially in the next scene, seeing how once the whole home thing starts, he usually gets a power boost. Right? Yeah, the cat gets a power boost if he attacks one of the guys inflicted with the prick thing, right? Wasn't there something like that? I remember something like that. Maybe not. I don't remember. I don't remember. I can remember that there was something like that, but I don't see it. It's a 9-9 on hits. Okay. Castigation! That's a bit of an overkill, but I don't care. Wait, what's that? Whoa! Wait a second. You actually give me a card to win this? Why would you do that? You didn't do that before. I was actually supposed to win this. Maybe because 9-9 is kind of a hard number to beat. Yeah, there's a high chance it's because 9-9 is decently high. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Road home, road home. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I guess those cards are specifically made for the fact that there is a decently high chance that we don't really have a solution for a 9-9 hit, right? I mean, not every deck is going to have Castigation and that Fire Dragon from Xiao in their chest fight, right? I could literally destroy that card if I really want to. I have multiple ways, I have Gale Kick if I don't really have Castigation and stuff, right? Oh, you go for the same guys! Are you crazy? Why would you go for the same guys? Haven't you learned? Haven't you learned, Fraulein? So, okay, everyone is hitting the tiger. We need to keep up with the whole paralysis stacks. And yeah, 7 items is going to take the hit again. I mean, it literally does nothing. It almost does nothing. Oh, it's just great. It is just great. Okay, blocked, 3 hits. First paralysis. I don't see the paralysis. I guess I didn't have that passive on my character, but it's fine. There we go. 4 paralysis. 6 paralysis. 8 paralysis. There we go. Always keeping up with the paralysis, as you can see. That guy is not allowed to do anything around here. None whatsoever. Okay. Now one more time. Okay, everyone attacks the lion at least once. Redirected to everyone else who doesn't have a yellow brick. Yellow bricks have been applied. Okay, that should be fine then. Block and block. Great job. Chesed is slowly recovering his dagger again. Don't really see any paralysis yet. But there we go, there we go. It's slowly building itself up again. Just the way we like it, right? Just the way we like it. Just keep it coming. Just keep it coming. We need all the paralysis stacks against it, just in case. You never know. Maybe the tiger's gonna get angry or something, right? You don't really want to see the the lion angry, right? There we go. I think we also applied some fragile now. Not as much paralysis as before, but well, I take that. It's a 20-20 summation hit, and I need to block that with every single one. I'm not entirely sure if JP is able to block that hit with discipline. I mean, it has a decently high chance, but I'm not going to play any games around here, especially since I noticed, look at that, fatal weakness to everything. We can start hitting it. Ah, shoot. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? He was able to actually hit a couple of them. Which I can't believe actually happened, but I guess it kinda did. Oh well, right? Oh well, he's gonna summon his home next round, but at the very least we're going to do some serious amount of damage around here. Look at that, 142. Castigation! There we go, down to 81. 46, 32. Dead. Dead, just dead. No question asked, that guy is so dead. Look at all that feeble! Why did he get feeble? I thought, oh wait, cowardice. Oh, because his mistress was in distress. Of course. The mistress wasn't I don't have to defeat them. Oh wait. Oh wait. First and foremost, I don't have to defeat the cat. I actually kind of expected to defeat the cat, but I guess not. Look how gorgeous he is! Huh. He looks like a princess, but that's fine. It's really cool. Well, I love that. Okay. That's sort of different from, that's sort of different from the horrible form we saw the last time. The abnormality was a being that became a monster again, I was told. We aren't exactly trying to pity Roland or anything, but yeah, we'll never fully understand every part of a different person after all. Let's not bother ourselves too much about it. Him coming to a realization on his own is the most vital part. Otherwise, we aren't able to save him, right? Why should I be the one that seeks forgiveness? I don't want to lose something yet again. I don't even have much left. True. Wait up. The only thing I have left is hatred towards what made me this way. Just the city, right? I may be in an awful shape, but there's no need for you to pity me. Seeking vengeance for that hatred by myself. Why did he have to rob me of all my words? Are you talking about the pianist now? I don't want to live a life of being thieved any longer. Before it comes for me again, I have to act first, or else it's gonna take everything away again, right? They have to experience the same. The forlornness of forgetting and losing everything. Please send me back. Back to the place where my beloved is. I can do a little more than just exist. If she's around, huh? Despair won't ever leave me. I won't ever be able to return. Why should I have to be the one that seeks forgiveness? Oh, Roland, I know that you just want to go home and you just want your life back, but this isn't really something we can do. I mean, if you have the power of revival, then yes, but I don't know if that thing can be called reviving stuff. I mean, look how creepy those shacks are, right? Actually speaking, if I've messed this up, are my people going to be permanently transformed into a pumpkin from here on out? I don't even want to think about it. Okay. Revive. On the first scene, use a combat page that awakens all checks and inflict oblivion on a barbarian. Afterwards, follow a unique pattern of behavior that circles every 4 scene. Agony of the Deprived. After a barbarian with oblivion is restored from its status, all resistance of this character change to fatal at the start of the next scene and use Master Tech page. Repeat the pattern afterwards. Grief of the Deprived. After 2 circles have passed, all stagger damage resistance of this character change to fatal. At the start of the next scene, use an extremely powerful Master Tech page, which I still don't really want to see, Roland. Just saying, I don't want to see that. Okay, Yuki, you know what you have to do, right? Now, it's certainly not going to do a lot of damage, but this is all about the principle right now. Okay, everyone is going to block the attack somehow, and we're going to inflict Yuki with the whole Oblivion thing again. Okay, everyone was able to block, that's good. JP got a bit close, but it was to be anticipated. Let's break through the defense blocks, so that we start doing some damage around here. After all, the last time when we had to fight against Ozma, I wasn't quite able to stagger her in one scene, so in this time, or rather in this case, I don't really want a repeat of the whole thing, so yeah, we are just going to pretty much hit all of them as much damage as possible right now, and hope for the best, pretty much. Okay, we're already doing a decent amount of damage. I mean, she already lost like a 1/4 of her stagger bar, so that's a good start. We will also inflict her, or rather we were able to inflict her with a little bit of fire. 8 burn, 8 paralysis, so whatever she does next, she shouldn't be able to... On haste... Wait, was she able to buff her allies before? I don't remember that. Nevertheless, time for this one. Oh yes, we're going to make it easy for Yuki. That would be devastating. Okay, draw that one towards you as well, just in case. I don't want to risk that Yuki gets staggered. She only has like 9 stagger. I can't lose a round. Okay, all of them went through. Yes. Now I just need to see which of them is the yellow. Okay, the first target, so top left, without any status ailments. Yes. Top left. The top left one. She's getting a couple of free hits. At least the one that are actually able to get through it. There we go. Couple of extra hits. He's too slow, and once I hit that guy 2 more times, all the checks are going to die. Okay. So that is all good. Good. Let's block the hits. Apply even more paralysis on it. Because why not? A couple of burn stacks as well. 16 to be exact. 17. Even better. Block the smoke. Light recovery for our little Chesed. There we go. Ooh, down to 10. That's fine. Oh no. We lost JP! We need the stagger power! We need the stagger power! The next round! The next round is the only time when I can do it! Isn't he going to use a mass attack as well? Ah, shoot. JP is gonna get hit. JP is going to get a fatal hit from that. We're a lot of feeble! And there isn't anything I can do about it, right? No. Okay. Everyone is using everything? Okay, everything's good? JP, I'm sorry. I mean, it's only 9 damage. 18. 27. I mean, it could be much worse, right? It could have certainly been much worse. Much worse. Yeah, we should certainly be able to stagger this round. 100%, we don't have to deal with jacks again. We have 30. We have so much burn. Oh, this is just glorious. This is just. Oh god. Oh god, 48. 76. 60. She survived? Oh, never mind. I was about to say. How the heck? Did she survive? Oh. Oh! And no text again? Hi! What is that? I can cast a spell that would make everyone happy. Pour stuffing and straw. I give you the wisdom to ponder over anything. Do you think jabbing away with your oh so smart mouth is all that matters? Not really. Tin Cold Woodman, I will give you the heart to forgive and love anyone. Is that a wizard? No, that's the false I'm not sure. Who do you possibly expect to understand with that ice-cold heart of yours? Cowardly kitten, I will give you the courage to stand up to anything and everything. Is it tempting them? What are you even going to do when you lack the bravery to face anything head on? Last of all, road that is lost, I will send you home. What are you fighting for so fiercely when you have nowhere to go back to? Is it up? No, it's down. Down. I simply give you what you want. I can't let it go. I can't give up what is mine. Nothing is deceptive as evident truth. I cast a spell that will make everyone happy. Delusions and false hope, because that's literally the only thing that can trap anyone around here, right? Okay. The Wizard's Trial. 5 phases play out in a set order. If all 5 phases have been passed, proceed to Anger phase. Is immune to stagger damage before the the road home phase starts. Is immune to physical damage before Anger phase starts. Wait. So I can stagger her before road home, and she doesn't take damage until Anger phase. And if I pass all stages, she's gonna become angry. The trial commences. When the phase begins, dead librarians come back to life with full HP? What? What? Add 5 special combat page to the hand of all librarian. The following phase can be overcome using the special powers. So you give me cards? Has this, or if already possessed the effect of another page. Am I transforming my guys into them? Is it like the Tiferet fight? Seems like it. Just with the difference that I can't, or rather that I don't need to destroy the statues. She's literally giving me the cards. So, okay, Yuki, for the time being, you're just gonna save your light. Seth is going to do some damage with smoke and paralysis. Chesed as well, and I'm just hitting it with everything that I have. I mean, resistance are normal right now, so I should be able to do some decent amount of damage. There we go, everyone's able to block that. Gale kicking my way through it. Behaving yourself? I don't really think so, right? Okay, block that hit. A couple of free hits. Okay, it seems like I can't really do any damage though. Never mind. Resistance. She doesn't really have any specific resistance. I kind of thought I would be able to do something. Guess I can't. Maybe I can do some damage with fire at least. I would certainly love to see that at least. Well, the paralysis is certainly going to help in the next round. If it stays. Not entirely sure if it stays. Yeah, it stays. Okay. And she used up all of the light. That's even better. Okay, that should do the trick then. Yeah, my counter dice! Look at the power of my counter dice! It's just great. It's just great. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna destroy all of them this turn. I even got a stagger. I even got a stagger. Ooh, 36. Promising. Very promising. Number 1. Ah, that's not quite enough, but don't worry, you can see it. And of course, number 3. Bits. Okay. Oh, a couple of extra hits on Roland, because why not? So, is it already the next one? Doesn't really seem like it. I still see the warm heart. That should inflict her with extra paralysis, and that should also keep her busy. There we go. Chesed is also going to get more smoke. Dragon Fist is blocking all attempts of inflicting stagger. Then a little bit of wedge in order to do extra damage. Not that it would make a difference, seeing how we aren't really able to break through our defenses, but that's fine. Okay. So now she should, or rather he should change the whole phase, right? Okay. Shapi's alone. Why is Shapi alone? So with that I can see the status. Okay. And it makes it easy then. Right? It goes here. I think he got rid of a couple of my cards. How about I'm going to speed up Jackie a little afterwards. For good measures, I'm going to give her a smack as well. Right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And I guess it worked. Great. Everyone is back. Now we have skull thingies. So just to make sure, no yellow arrow go to anybody else. Okay. Well then, let's kill the faces. Kill the faces with maximum castigation power and lots of stagger damage, because why not? Why the frick not? 30! I have 13 strength! I have 13 strength right now! Oh my god! The power of courage! Courage! What's the point of all that feeble if I have courage, right? Oh, certainly! Certainly! Okay, one phase survived. But, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. He's so dead. Look at all my life recovery. It's just crazy. This is just crazy. Okay, Seth, would you be so kind? Would you be so kind? I don't have my courage anymore. Yeah, I lost my courage. Yeah, you can certainly kill it on your own. There we go. And gone! That was a bit too close for comfort. You barely did enough. But well, it's fine. I don't know. Let's just start the scene like this. Okay, everyone was able to block that hit without any issues. Now. Now. Oh, the extra damage. Behold, 26. Down to 90. 70. Oh my god. Am I going to get it in one turn? I would love it if we could get it in one turn. Discipline is doing wonders around here. A little bit of extra smoke. A couple of leaps. Then a bit extra paralysis for the next scene. Castigation. Because why not, right? Yeah, that was certainly a waste. I should have probably saved the attack for the next round. But then again, how was I supposed to know that, right? I mean, she seemed super tanky. She's not that tanky though. Okay, so she has burn, she has everything now. Anger. If the character's HP reaches 0 or is transformed into a different being, the battle is won. Oh! Transformed into a different being, you see. Yuki? Yuki? It is time. Yuki, I can't tell where it's here, right? It's this one. It was instant. It's staggered. It shouldn't be able to do anything now. God damn it! God damn it! 40, 40, 40! It's all 40, 40, 40! Wait, doesn't it mean it's instantly won now? Battle is won. I'm supposed to win now. Right? Maybe. Either way, I'm gonna hit it with everything that I have. Just in case. Just in case. If she hits me with all of those attacks, even though she's transformed into some kind of crystal thingy, then I don't know. Okay. I didn't have to select all those cards, but I wasn't sure about that one. I really wasn't sure. There were so many 40s. There were so many 40s and lines. Ooh! Dude, she was really angry, right? She was really, really angry. Ooh, God. Okay. Thank you, Yuki. You saved the day. Oh, soul, I have ended, you see, by respecting you. Because I'm certain you'll never leave me. Okay! Well, that was something. There was a time when I would dismiss my shame and just run from it, okay? I made up spurious lies to comfort myself. A runaway couldn't be anything more than a runaway, though. I could never escape from the stigma I branded on myself. The shame I felt from things that were out of my hand. It's inescapable, even for me. Well, I don't attribute the suffering of some strangers to myself. That's that, and this is this. Some things just can't be helped, you know? Sure, let's say that they were. There will be still more things that are inevitable in the future. Maybe we can change the things that are considered normal right away. Even then, we'll know shame at the very least. Simply knowing shame in this society, we are part of a will that changed a lot of things. Just by knowing, there's no strength to get things done, you know? Roland, the fact that one knows is sufficient. It might get shelved deep into the back of your mind, because life keeps you busy. But it can always be pulled back into the light, as long as you have the will. And when you bring it back up, it doesn't have to be only one time. If you can do it time and time again, neither you nor the city, no one could look down on the power it can create. Shame, huh? The humiliation that I took part in perpetuated the pain of the city. But that's what I think anyways. I get what you're trying to say. I admit it. Yeah, it's certainly true. Most aren't even aware of what they're doing. You really understand me? Oh, I'm touched. Didn't think you would get there. Anyways, thanks for the coffee. You're always welcome. Oh god, that was a long fight, huh, Roland? That was certainly a long fight. And with that, we have the witch herself, huh? Oz came up with a brilliant idea. Her emerald eyes seemed to shine even brighter. Single ally at an emerald page to hand cost 5, oh god. On play, target enemy casts 2 random combat pages on the target speed die. Recovers 1 die of each successful hit on the target or scene, up to 2. The page is also included into the decks of the next subsequent acts. So I can just cancel 2 random combat pages. So I can cancel their attacks and recover light that way? Seems like it. Interesting, I should give that one a try. Then we have False Present. Poor Ozma. She didn't know that lying adults don't approach others without reasons. All allies add a 0 cost False Present page that activates on play with the ego page listed. Liquid Courage, Silk Sack of Sawdust, Heart of Lead, Home That Cannot Be Reached, and Transformation. The False Present page are also added to the ego pages page list at the start of subsequent acts. And what are they supposed to do? We just get a couple of ego pages of 0 cost. Is that it? Well, they can't be that good then, right? Then we have the magic trick. Soon Oz came to be called the Wizard by the people. Add a magic trick page to hand. Cost 4. On play, reduces the cost of all pages in hand to 0. Oh, that one is good. When used, their cost is resetted to the value before the effect was applied. That page is also included in the decks at the start of subsequent acts. Is that one discarded after a play, or can I use it again? Because if it isn't discarded, I think I would love that card. Then we have all our egos! Harvest! Gain 2 power for every living ally. 15 to 25. Ah, that's great. Logging. On Clash win. Last die gains 2 power. For 3 dices, which means the last one has a chance of fitting 12. Which in general means we are able to do around 40 damage or something, with logging alone. Then we have Homing Instinct. If the attack hits at least once, all other allies restore 2 light at the end of the scene. We have a light for covering ego page. Faded Memories. If the attack hits at least 1, all allies draw. We have light recovery, and we have draw pages in form of egos. Okay. And then the False 7. Oh, that's expensive. The Forced Throne. Mass Individual on use. Next scene resurrects all dead allies that died this act for 1 scene. The revived ally have 4 light and all status other than the emotion levels are resetted. Characters cannot be revived twice by this effect. So I can only revive them once. I restore pretty much everything, give them 4 light. They can attack with everything that they have for 1 scene. And are they then just gonna not die again? That says only 1 scene, so I guess This is the last resort card then. Oh my god! There's so many golden conversations here! Okay, but again, I'm gonna save them for the next part. I hope you guys had fun with today's part, and see you in the next one. Until then!